read more about it and heard more about it, then I became more excited because Winry's really fun and it was a great experience. And like Vic said, we don't get to play characters usually for more than 6 months at a time. So I was happy to go back and do it again.
We're happy to.
Oh, thank you! And I got to direct this time around, so that was pretty rad also.
I was happy and terrified. Actually, really, I mean, you know, after the success of the first one, you know, it's like, oh no, ooh, you know, what if it's not as good? What if it's just? Is that Family Opera? Sweet. Anyway, I was a bit worried because, you know, once you do something like that and you kind of finish it, and you kind of, you know what I mean, you put it on a shelf and it's something that you did and you're done with that, and you move on to other things, and then when suddenly you have to go back and do it again and there's a lot of expectation, of course there would be, and so I was a bit worried at first. And then once we got started recording, I just kind of fell back into it and remembered how much I loved the series and the characters. And so now I'm not worried anymore. But I was a little scared at first because I wasn't sure, again, like she said, I wasn't sure whether or not they were just going to rehash it somehow and it would be like not as strong as it was. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it was a little scary at first, but I'm very excited to be doing it again. So, thank you.
By the way, welcome to Montreal and to get them. That's a great honor to have you here.
It is our honor. It is our honor to you. You're so short. You know it's bad when Edward Elric calls you short. You know that's bad. Jeez, I'm taller than you. But you're adorable. You're very awesomely cute. So, besides, everybody knows that short is the new tall. So, right? See, you have a lot of supporters out there. What's your question?
Well, actually, I wanted to hear a story. I know it's been spammed throughout YouTube, but I really want to hear it again. I'd like to hear Aaron's embarrassing booth story.
I've heard it.
Oh, wait, there's a good one.
Alright. So, you want to pantomime it as I say it?
Sorry. Go, Aaron, go.
Go ahead, man.
Alright. I actually haven't told this one in a while. What do you think? Okay, so, you know, I was probably like 12 at this point, so this kind of takes out my new voice actor excuse, but whatever. I'm a young kid. I'm in the booth. It's a very small booth. Like Vic was saying, I bounce around a lot, let me out of here. I write on things. I pull out the little soundproof paper. It's not paper, foam. Yeah, I got in trouble for that. Like, literally every booth probably had some
Holes from you.
holes from Aaron. I feel bad. Sorry about that. Okay, so, I'm like leaning back in the stool between the lines, like, because there's, yeah, like so. And there's 3 beeps before your line goes, like, you know, evenly spaced. Beep, 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 and then on the 4th beep, you're supposed to go up and give your line. For me, it was go up and give your line. Most voice actors are actually already there, but I'm way back here. So I have to run up to give my line. Not run up, but bounce back. And this one time, I try to bounce back, and awesome.
I'm going to be a sound effects guy.
Ready? Wait. Wait. Oh, we can actually do this.
Let's do it. Yeah. You guys ready? By the way, the reason he turned this is because we sit on stools. There is no back. There's not a chair back. It's a stool. Ready? So the director's like, okay, Aaron, here it comes your line.
I actually stayed back, wedged in between the seat and the back of the booth. So I couldn't get out. So I'm trying to be really quiet because I don't want to get caught in this situation. And so there's like a 5-second silence. And then Mike's like, Aaron? I'm like, help me!
These little arms.
Awesome story.
Okay, so hi, this is for Vic and Aaron. This is concerning the Fullmetal Alchemist OVA, the Chibi Rap Party. I wanted to know about the scene. It's when Edward comes in and it's like, Al comes in, he's like, hi brother, hey Al, what happened to your voice? It's called puberty, Ed, maybe I'll hit you someday. What? Did the director actually add that in, or did you actually ad-lib it into the show?
Well, that was Mike McFarlane's brainchild. Mike was like, we have to figure out a way to get Aaron into the OVAs, because by the time we did the OVAs, his voice had changed significantly. And so, Aaron was like, Mike was like, okay, we need to figure out something to get Aaron in here as Al, but his voice changing. So when I went in to do Ed's stuff, Mike said, hey, let's start out with something where you say, hey Al, what? Or he's like, hey brother. Hey brother. And I'm like, oh hey Al, what happened to your voice? And he's like, and so he came up with the whole puberty idea. Yeah, that was his idea. It was a good one.
And besides that, the other OVAs that aren't the Chibi Rap Party that involve Al, all of his lines are just pulled, I believe, from the series. So like, when did Al say brother? I wonder when. And I have about 8,500 options. Just pick one. So it was like really cut and pasted hard, but that was really funny. The puberty thing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You look awesome, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Hello. I've realized that you guys often find yourselves in the same series. Is this a fluke, or do you guys kind of like stalk each other for series like Oron and FMA?
No, I think the deal is the pool of voice actors is not really that large. I mean, it's growing, certainly, but there's a main, I'd say, 30 to 50 voice actors at Funimation that will play the leads and supporting characters in any given show. So I guess the fact that we end up in a lot of shows together is, I guess you could call it a kind of a fluke, or just the way it is.
Well, also there's so many characters. Like, let's take Fullmetal for instance. I mean, everyone who ever spoke at Funimation is somewhere in Fullmetal Alchemist because it had so many characters. So when like Oran came out,
Yeah.
and people were like, "Oh my gosh, in your Fullmetal Alchemist cast all over again." Well, that's because everybody was in Fullmetal Alchemist. But it's great fun to do new shows with people that you've worked with before, and once you get dependable and efficient with what you do, then of course it makes sense for the studio to use you because you're fast and efficient and you can get the work done quickly. So, and Funimation has a lot of people that can do that, a lot of actors that can do that, so thank you.
Thank you.
Das Badanya.
Hi, this is for you, Vic. If I show you how to do it, can you say Ramesan is sexy in miniskirt in French?
This is the only condition under which I will say that line again, is because that's just kind of cool. All right, tell me.
Okay, Ramesan est canon en mini-jupe. Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yes, come help.
Royal Mustang et canon et mini jupe.
I'm so happy right now.
Very nice.
Right?
What's okay? Let me do it again. Like I should do it better, right?
Yeah. Roy Mustang is that sexy. Okay. Ready? So I should do this too.
Roy Mustang Econo. Iminishu.
It's better in French. It actually makes more sense.
It does. It actually is fun to say in French. Unlike the English version. Question.
It's okay. Okay, sorry. So, as you know, Ed is kind of missing an arm and a leg and everything like that. Have you ever had an injury in your life that's been emotionally scarring kind of like that and kind of like has stayed with you? Like, for all of you guys. Yeah.
Wow. Cool question.
That is a cool question. I will tell you that every significant injury that I've ever had has been sports related. I have had some pretty good injuries, just because I've played sports all my life. Has anyone ever popped their Achilles tendon? Oh, it hurts, right? I mean, like that big giant tendon on the back of your foot, snap, whoop, rolls up your leg. I know, right? So yeah, I did that.
Did it really roll?
Yeah, well, yeah, I did.